Hello! Happy February, everybody.
You made it. You may not
made
feel
it.
like you made it. You may feel bedraggled.
Oh my word! I feel like it's all a haze. It's crazy, and we have snow in Seattle slightly.
Yes.
So we're kind of on the edge as far as like, are we getting out?
Yes.
Is that gonna work? Is everything iced up? Is our roads gonna close? What's happening?
Did you buy I bought a lot of food to prep.
Did you?
I did.
Just in case?
I got that feeling of like, when it's snowed in and you don't want to walk 3 blocks to the grocery store.
Just to get some basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes.
Good to always have that.
Yeah.
And your house is warm.
My house is very, very
warm. You've got extra blankets ready to go.
The dog has extra blankets. Everybody's all warm and cozy.
So it's a good place.
Yes. I feel very lucky. I have a very lovely home.
And February's busy, so.
Yeah, do you do Valentine's Day stuff?
No, I'm actually heading off. I'm doing a Valentine's Day bingo in Lake Forest Park shoreline and so forth. And I'm coming back from Utah. So yeah, but there's nothing. I mean, they're fun bingo shows. It's my regular stuff, so it'll be fun. But you can always check on my other website, stayformore.com, for all those details, and just follow me for all the updates for that.
Well, should I do the little wood snake
Yes.
introduction?
Tell us about the Year of the Snake.
So I got this really cool deck by Vicky. I'm gonna just slay it. Sonder, and it's illustrated by Candace Swoon, and it's every Chinese zodiac with every element. So we just entered a wood snake year, and what's super odd is I kept finding these snake candles. So I'm prepped. So she wrote a great book, and it talks about how the snake is super complicated. And it's a time to gather your strength while you lay in wait for the right opportunity to come at the right time, and then you strike. So it's okay to conserve your energy right now. You don't have to be doing everything all the time. You'll know when it's the moment to strike. So.
And I find myself overcommitting to stuff because I feel like, oh, it's kind of a lull right now, so I should be booking and making sure that everything's there. But then I realize, oh, you know what? As I look through my calendar, I don't have that many spaces open. So just let it go, write it out, and enjoy the vacations when they come up. So yeah, don't overdo it. Anyway, we have our first victim tonight, who is a performer friend of mine, Old Witch.
I love an old witch.
Yes, and she is amazing and helps produce several shows throughout the Pacific Northwest. And so we're going to call her and read her cards tonight, and then kind of talk of the projects that she's doing and so forth. So
fantastic.
All right,
call? Cue Old Witch.
Let's cue Old Witch.
The powers that be.
I think I saw them at Lifelong AIDS Alliance thrift store.
You might have.
Yay!
Yeah, perfect.
I wasn't sure. It was like, oh crud, I forgot to tell him that we were calling on a different number. But yeah.
No, it's all good. It was going to voicemail, but I think just the stars aligned, and now we're connected.
Exactly.
Praise the goddess.
Nice, praise the goddess. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We had a little bit of snow and preparing for a possible snow day tomorrow with the kids. So we'll see what Mother Nature has in store.
Yeah, tonight. We'll see.
It might be a lot of slumber.
Might be in London. I don't know though. It's not doing any rain right now, but who knows? We'll see.
Knock on wood.
But yeah. So what are your projects? What are you doing these days?
I'm doing a lot of music. Playing in my band Man Plus. Yeah, last weekend. Got several coming up in the next couple of months, kind of all around the state in the city, which I'm super stoked about. And then I play keyboards in my other band, Serpent Skirt, and we've been traveling around and playing. We're just putting the finishing touches on our EP. And then, yeah, been composing music for different video game projects.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
So what are your websites? Where can we find you with in your music stuff?
I'm all over the interweb. Man Plus and Serpent Skirt are both, they're available on all like streaming platforms, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, all that.
And it's
stuff.
Serpent Skirt and Man Plus.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And it's kind of, how do you describe the music as kind of a queer punk pop group kind of feel?
Yeah. You know, Man Plus is a little more punky and a little bit harder edged, kind of, gay pop kind of stuff. And then Serpent Skirt is more synth pop. It's a lot of fun. It's
Okay.
a really good time.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm lucky to perform with some amazing musicians and stuff.
Yeah. And are you doing anything fun for Valentine's Day?
Oh, I'm so excited for Valentine's Day. I'm going to eat so much chocolate and drink red wine and cry myself to sleep. I've got nothing planned.
Nothing planned. All right.
You know, usual Friday night, nothing planned.
Yeah.
I have nowhere to go.
You just got the kids. You got to stay
Nothing to
home.
wear.
Yeah. Nothing to wear. Nothing to do. How's the White Center show going on Wednesdays?
Good. So that's been really fun. We're doing, we rotate every week with Drag Queen Bingo, which is pretty crazy and fun, and we have a good goofy time with that. And then we started 2 months ago Master Creep Theater.
Yes.
Once a month there. Yeah, which has been really fun. I want to get you out for one. You're perfect for our next one. I'm going to be sending you
Okay.
about March. So
And describe what Master Creep Theater is. You put a lot of work into that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've been doing it for several years now, and it's been a lot of fun. And we have kind of these different. We take classic kind of garbage movies that are just fun and weird and out there, and then put kind of some other. We kind of remix it and put in some other kind of footage stuff in there, and then have pop-up drag performances. And it's we get commentary live and have interactive parts. So it's a lot of fun. We just take classic horror movies and do really funky stuff with it, and it's a good time. And then we're also starting the Are You Smarter Than a Drag Queen, which will be once a month, Wednesdays at the roller rink, and audience members will battle brains with brain-addled drag queens. So
Nice. Always fun, and then you can always do gay skate right after. Isn't that still the case?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got gay skate afterwards. You got karaoke. I mean, it really is.
It's a fun Wednesday night out,
Yes.
which is perfect. Yeah, I love the thing that it's because the show starts early, and then you were done by like 9 o'clock, so you can get home.
7 to 9. We're strict. We're strict.
It's
Perfect.
The party
lovely.
can go all night if you want.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, and it can, but for old queens like me that like to be in bed by 10 o'clock, it's nice on a school night. So I'm doing. I pull from the circle cards that Ruby Ross has created. Dr. Taylor, and I do a pull of 8 cards, and then Rebecca, do you want to tell us a little bit?
Yeah, I go more old school. I do a kind of a past, present, future reading with a deck that I hand painted myself, and the questions on the back are by a friend of mine named Drea Bloom out of the East Coast.
So, and you just give us your question that you want to ask the universe, and then we pull the cards and go from there.
Go from there.
So what's your question?
I think just kind of what we were talking about before of just kind of general direction. Where's the universe kind of pushing?
Let's see. I'm gonna cut my cards. Just tell me.
Scarlet path.
You say what again?
I want to be at the Grammys by this time.
Hey!
Are you gonna make the Grammys next year?
You
The
know,
good part.
and Queen Bee will have to give for Album of the Year, so you'll have to receive Album of the Year from Beyonce.
Yes.
Exactly. She has enough Grammys now. Time for her to start pitching.
Share it
Spread it
around.
out.
Share it around. You can do your own Pink Pony Palace, girl.
There we go.
So good. It was the gayest Grammys ever. Did
Yeah.
you watch it?
I just saw the scene of the blue jumpsuit.
Oh
Multiple
my god.
times.
Oh
So
my gosh, yes. I
Wow.
thought who that was, and then he adjusted himself, and now I want to know everything.
Yeah, I was just like, beautiful.
so he's from here.
Is he from Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look, Benson is his last name?
Wow. See? You could
Anyways.
do that. You could totally pull out that outfit. All right, so tell me when you want me to stop cutting.
Cut.
All right, I'll do it there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fabulous. All right. We're starting off with intuition. Then you're going into a flow. Wisdom. Then you have a signal. Those are all your positive. Then you have passage. Partnership. Appearances. And love. Wow, that's great. Let me read you what these cards mean.
Because you love getting that Grammy.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. That's totally it.
I do.
All right, intuition in the focus position. Creating your reality. Your world starts with you. Your intentions are the blueprint to life you are creating. Be conscious of your intentions. Think about that. And then we go to flow in the second position. Flow in desire position. Escaping scrutiny. In your current situation, you wish to avoid conflict and not call undue attention to yourself. There are times when not making waves is in your best interest.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And then wisdom is in the third position. Outside influences. Asking for advice. Look for answers with an open mind and heart. Do not be afraid to ask the advice of someone older and wiser.
Like this one right here.
Crones, sages, and wise ones are there to guide you.
I have always trusted a crone.
That's right. And then signal is in the fourth position. Inner dialogue. Looking for directions. If you quit seeking an exit, you will discover an opportunity. The universe will show you the way. Wow, there's the Grammys right there.
Yeah. Show you the way to Trevor Noah.
That's right.
I love that.
Passages in the fifth position under challenges. Handling frustration. You are searching for directions. Your way seems to be blocked wherever you turn. Waiting for guidance can be discouraging and frustrating. Be patient. You can handle this temporary roadblock.
So what I'm hearing is I've got to sleep my way to the top.
Yeah. Find a different
Lay back and
direction.
take it.
It's right,
Well,
exactly.
I'm willing. Reporting for duty.
Right there. And partnership is in the insight position. Making choices. A change is in the wind. A new partnership opportunity is opening up for you. Use your common sense to assess the possibilities and make a smart decision.
Lady Gaga needs an opening act.
There you go. Good God, that would be an amazing call.
Yeah, if she wants a little edge.
Yeah, she wants a little edge in her performances.
Right.
And appearances are in the meditation position. Seeing through illusions. The wolf in sheep's clothing is a familiar tale, but you have considered a sheep in. But have you considered a sheep in wolf's clothing? Look beneath the surface. Huh.
So
Old witch is sometimes a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Always.
Well, I'm gay, so I know all about sheep and wolves.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And then we have love in the final position. There we go. In love is in resolution. Loving it up. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Give it all the love you've got. And I think you do that in all your stuff that you do. You throw everything into it.
I do my best.
Any comments on what that came out as for you, or anything that you want to say?
Wow, I'm still processing it all. I think that it makes a lot of sense. And I think it's really interesting about collaboration. That's definitely something that I think is very difficult, especially in some of the spaces that I move. But it's always fun. I've been making music with my bands with people in them for 20 plus years. So it's I'm lucky to have really great people in my life. But it's always a gamble working with others.
Yeah, and allowing them to kind of be a part of that group and collaborate. It's always a risk.
Yeah.
But it's good when you can find a good match.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I?
Especially different opportunities and perspectives. I love that.
Yeah.
And I think right now, the more often we can land on love, the better. It's not easy to land on love. It's
totally.
easily to land on mistrust. But if you can find a way to land on love, that's definitely a strategy right now.
Oh, totally. Especially in the world today. All right, Rebecca.
Okay. So you tell me when to stop shuffling.
Stop.
Okay. Do you know anything about tarot?
Yes.
Okay. So then you'll be happy to see you got one of the harshest cards in the deck for the past, which is the Nine of Swords. Right? Which, I think does this card have any meaning for you?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting to think about where to give your energy. So if we were to bounce off that love question, the thought that I have for you is, are there Nine of Swords moments right now that are taking your energy? And is there anything to let go of, to step out of this phase into the next phase?
Right.
Yeah. So just for people who are just learning tarot, each card is just a moment. There's just 78 moments. And we think of them as spaces that you're passing through, not anywhere that you're stuck. So sometimes they're like, oh my God, does that mean I'm going to die? And it's like, no, it just means that right now is a little bit tough. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this is a very interesting reading. So in the present... You got the Devil card, which is about, things that we give our time to that maybe we shouldn't. But what my friend Drea says about the Devil card, which is so interesting, is that in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's this very scary devil, and it has these little tiny legs, and it's on this little tiny pedestal. So you could knock it off of its perch in your life. Is in this process that you're heading into, is there anything that you should stop tolerating that you've been tolerating?
I mean, I would say I've already stopped tolerating.
Okay, great.
For a long time.
Yeah. So, when the devil shows up, just walk on by.
Just walk on by. Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Just walk on by. Don't stop.
Don't stare it in the eye.
Don't stop. Just walk on by.
Yeah. Because they're coming at us.
Because if you see me walking down the street and I want to cry, don't stop. Just walk on by.
No eye contact.
No eye contact.
So then we have the Six of Cups. The cups are about emotions. This tends to be a happy card, but I drew it really sad, which speaks about my experience of the world. But this is a card, this is about the powerfulness of drawing on memories, and especially for music. That's one of the things that makes great music, is, sharing a version of a story with people. So one of the questions on the back here is, what seeds should you be planting?
Question.
And that we might not know the answer right now, but I think it's an interesting idea of what can feed you in this time that's both, like, it sounds like it's incredibly creatively fertile for you, and this time comes with its own devil pre-installed.
Well, I know that you have a ton of projects, at least ever since I've known you. You always have a bunch of fingers in multiple different projects, and it's always very, very creative, which is wonderful. I mean, I kind of read it as just keep your path and don't be overwhelmed with it, and just, play the things that you love and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I like that, yeah.
And I believe that your album of the year will focus on some important memory.
Yeah. The album of the year will be focusing on some important memory?
Yes.
Oh. Do you have a love song or a love lost song that you guys are going to be pulling out?
My God, I'm trying to think.
What's the song that's going to hit the top 100?
Gotta make up something fantastic that happened in the past. I can write it.
Don't you have a new video out, though? Didn't you say that you were doing a new video?
Put out a video which was really fun. It was a spoof of Action Park, the kind of closed water park / amusement park that was known for being incredibly dangerous. We did a whole song about it that was actually about all of the cruisers at Volunteer Park, like pre-Grindr, when the guys used to just stand outside the bushes at Volunteer Park.
Yeah.
We used to call it Action Park, so it was kind of a play on the Seattle version of Action Park.
Yeah.
Circling. You'd see those guys just circling.
And I didn't participate in those the cruising very much. I was just always too shy. I was, but I did have friends that participated in it quite a bit, and I would be just amazed at how many times they would be at the park in either Sugar House Park or up in Logan. We called it the Fruit Loop, and it was up by the rest stop, and they would have a drive-through where the people would kind of just be driving by, and it was in the dark, and you just kind of would check and see who was in their car smoking and hanging out, and then you got in the car with them or not. You went out in the wilderness and did your thing, and it was so dangerous and so crazy. I was just like, wow, really? And totally, that's what we do.
Huh.
So Action Park. We'll be looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Action Johnson. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'll be typing
Thank
this
you.
up on my hand manual typewriter and sending it to you via mail with all the printouts and stuff from my reading, and then we'll also send you the pictures of everything via the phone
Oh,
and the text.
I love that.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the reading, you guys.
No problem. Happy.
Very insightful.
Oh, good. Hope it helps.
Thank you for being
My
a willing
therapist and
victim.
I are going to have a field day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got the devil card.
Yes.
About the devil.
Yes. Have a
All
wonderful
right.
night, and
Thank
we will
you.
talk to you soon.
I'm waving to no
You
one.
too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, our next willing or unwilling victim
Willing.
was coerced
He's so willing
by our video producer.
and adorable. This will be fun. We're doing our new technology, and eventually we were going to get into a podcast situation so that we will be able to have everything on a podcast, and you'll be able to access it through iTunes or any smart speaker kind of situation and hear us, and then you can go onto the YouTube and watch us do our thing.
Yeah, we're gonna take over all media forms, basically.
That's our goal for
That's
the
That
our
would be
goal.
lovely,
Yes.
and we'll have to figure out how Blue Sky can play in that because everybody's moving there now.
That's
yes,
right.
but they don't. You have to put links. They don't have.
So maybe that's where the YouTube link.
Yeah, that's where the
Mhm.
YouTube link goes.
So.
Yes, I tried it out already. I put my YouTube link.
Did it work?
So we first time
Yes,
I
ma'am.
checked the YouTube, we had 45 views. So
Really?
I haven't checked since I looked the first time.
Okay.
I try not to be a compulsive checker.
Oh. Well, you're much better than I am because I have that YouTube channel for probably about 15 years and I've only checked it like once.
You're not a
I'm
checker.
horrible at it.
That's
And I've just been
hysterical.
putting like videos of other stuff up there. So feel free to go look at my player piano videos. And
Mm.
back in the day when I had the Palace player piano and took pictures of all those rolls being done. Old memories, and then a couple of other projects that I'm trying to do on YouTube. So, but this will be one of the things that'll bring people to it.
Yeah, and on this other podcast I'm on, people tell me that they just put it on at night and like just listen.
Mhm.
So you can just listen to tarot readings.
Oh, I like that.
When they're all up, you can just listen to two old queers
Just
chatty.
It's positive.
Just telling you like it is.
Telling like and that one that we did the reading of with somebody who was almost at the end. They have not. They're still going.
They have not
They're still
passed.
going, and they're actually had a turn for the better,
That was
which was wonderful.
a very
Because
intense reading.
the reading we were giving was
Was
almost like,
awful.
oh, very close.
Yeah. Well, you never know what the end.
Yeah.
It's gonna
All of a
be.
sudden, things will change around.
Yeah.
So, including
shall we?
love and
I'm
relationships.
so
yes,
excited.
we're so ready.
Okay,
I
let's
can't
try
wait to
this.
see this pretty boy.
He's got cute hair. You guys can't see him. Only we can see him. It's part of the intro.
Although this,
Can you prop him up a little bit?
it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see what he looks
Yeah,
like?
I do.
Hey!
Hi!
Hello.
How are you?
I'm excellent.
Are you in the
I'm
office?
ridiculous.
Are you in the high
Yes,
office?
I actually don't know what name you go by on this podcast.
Whatever name you want us to call you.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I like to hear.
The
Yeah.
flirty.
Are you in the office with a view? Oh, you got
Dog.
champagne there.
Yeah, champagne the dog. No, I'm just hanging out here in the living room. I was
Oh.
folding some laundry and
I see. He's not folding the laundry. He's just
awaiting
sitting
this
there
call. Well, not now. I'm
No.
just relaxing on the couch.
waiting. Nice, as you do, because you just got back from a horrid trip to England, where you were just suffering and traveling and seeing the world. It must have been absolutely terrible.
Yeah, no, I do get to travel for work, but it is fun. Although the trips are always quite short, so
Oh,
Hmm.
you know, and it eats a whole day to get to the UK.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like, and jet lag and all that. Because I basically arrived on Sunday, worked 3 days, and came back on Thursday, which is kind of crazy. So,
oh, jeez.
yeah.
So, England is one of the tarot capitals of the world.
Really?
Yes, I
Oh,
should
yeah.
have given you some tasks when you had no time. You should have been doing tarot
Yeah.
tasks for me.
If you give me specific stores and
Yes.
items, I can procure things
Okay,
on my
next time. Because
trip.
decks are about £1 a piece, and shipping them is very expensive.
Really?
And I don't know, maybe there's about to be taro tariffs that we don't even
Oh,
know.
Oh,
right. You'll have to
good
smuggle
God.
them in your bag.
Oh my word.
Oh no, we're not. I'm not gonna say I smuggle anything, especially on a recorded thing.
No,
There was
don't do
no
that.
smuggling.
My
You've been
record in my history, I
pre-warned
do
by
not
your
smuggle
husband.
things.
Do not, yeah, because it's going to be going on to podcast, which could last forever.
Right.
Rebecca.
All my avocados are
I'm
from California.
way more interested in following the rules than keeping my preaching.
Oh, good God,
Passes
yes.
them the stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so much for current events. What's your question?
Yes, my question. Yes. So I am a weird crossroads of my career overall, in a
Okay.
very broad sense. And I have, like years and years and years of experience in my industry. And I just got reviewed for promotion
Ooh.
like last Friday. So
Mhm.
Oh.
I'm waiting to find out the results, and I think it will be fine. So I'm like, it's excited. Things are looking up for me, right?
Yeah.
But I've been on the team that I've been on for 8 years.
Hmm.
And I am by far the most tenured person in my entire team of like 50 people, like 65 people or something.
Yeah.
And, with that comes, the burden of knowledge, you call it, where you're sort of, you're the go-to person for all kinds of stuff, and that ends up sucking up more and more of your time the more you lend that time. And I'm a person who's happy to lend time and expertise where I can to help people. So,
Yeah.
it's not a bad situation because I know what I'm doing. I know how to be successful in my team and all that. So that part I have. But with this promotion, now all of a sudden from like a performance perspective and how I get measured for, am I doing a good job as an employee? It's now I would be compared to this higher level of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of to this point now where I feel like, as was, some workplaces when you get a promotion, it means like you change what you're doing. But where I work, when you get a promotion, it's recognition that you are already doing the job that's at that higher level. So so for them to give me this promotion, for them to even review me for this promotion is kind of a vote of like big confidence, I would say. It's great.
Okay.
So anyways, all that is to say that the crossroads is that at my previous workplace, I was there for 8 years also.
Oh.
And I had said at that 8 years, I was like, I have basically gotten as much growth as I think I can get out of this environment. Time for me to essentially cash out the skills, which is like, I now have this skill set that the workplace I'm in makes me do every day. But some other workplace might say, those are the skills that we don't have that we were trying to develop or bring to us. And so, I could continue on being the expert or whatever, and might get this promotion. I might be, I'll be expected to deliver even more in the future, which is fine. That's what progress is,
Yeah.
career-wise for me. But I'm trying to decide whether or not, like, do I stay? Do I go? If I stay for a little while, like, to kind of solidify the promotion piece, I'd at least be here for a bit longer. But do I stay or do I go? And if I go, do I leave? Do I try and find? I work at a very large company, so there's internal opportunity, which could be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have some skill sets that are transferable within the company I'm in, but if I leave and do something totally different, which is an exciting prospect, it could also, me leaving the company could also come with a pretty big potential payday, the way that my industry, a very niche kind of research I do, kind of industry I'm in. So so that's the context, sorry, a bit long-winded, but to boil it down into maybe something more straightforward, I would say, is this the right time for me to leave my company? Might be the more straightforward question that I'm more interested to explore right now. My brain, because of the timing of my promotion or anything, my brain has been obsessed with this question for a little while, and I feel like I played out a lot of scenarios and I'm getting a bit fatigued by it, but I know I will actually have a point of decision-making coming. I will say if I do not get this promotion, I'm going to be a little upset about that, and I think that will be... I just know in my heart I won't be able to continue giving it the effort that I've been giving it to get this far if this doesn't happen for me. So
Okay. Let's see what the
Yeah.
universe says. I'm gonna
I
start
want to know.
cutting,
I need input.
and so just let me know when you want me to stop, and we'll start at the top there.
Right there seems good. I like
Okay.
what I'm seeing. I like this video experience that we're having too. By the way.
This is
You're the
growth
first
for
one. I
us.
like it.
This is great.
It's a whole new day.
Thank God for your techie husband that totally
I
comes
know.
up with these options.
That saves her.
Because
Yes.
I would have no idea. I mean, I do FaceTime all the time, but I would not have any idea how to coordinate all of this together.
Well, and I love that
Yeah,
just
I'm
we
excited.
have you for FaceTime.
Yes.
Not
No one else can see you, just us.
Yeah.
It's our secret.
Maybe eventually, once we get the big studio space and we get
Yes.
funding from
Here we
Tarot
are.
Cards International, that we would get a big studio space and,
It would be fancy.
Calling on WoW.
sure you're one.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
All right. So these are the circle cards that D.R. Taylor has created, and he did all the art for it and everything. And it's kind of a circle. So you've got positive starting, and then the challenges are the last cards. So your first positive is fertility.
Mm.
I think that's talking about your current talent and abilities. And then you have reflection in the second level, or the second position. And then you have celebration on the third card.
Very positive.
Very positive. And then you've got consequence on the fourth, but that's still on the positive side. On your challenges,
God.
you've got sanctuary, healing, journey, and then you end with knowledge. This is a very positive.
Oh wow, just the order and all the themes you said.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a story in and of itself.
So
right
let's
there.
go through each one and what it says in that position.
Yes, please.
Fertility first. Fertility in the focus position, creating possibilities. You have great creative potential. Unlock your hidden abilities. You can create a wonderful life for yourself and others. Looking to your husband in the back here. There you go. And then reflection in the second position.
So, I mean, for me, that card says, like, what's going to make you feel like you're building something?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Reflection and desire. Seeking meaning. You want a deeper understanding of the meaning of your life. You want to know that your contribution is valuable. Be assured that it is.
Well, it seems like good tidings for possible promotion.
There
thumbs
you
up
go.
when it happens. Yeah.
Celebration.
That's interesting.
And the-
Sorry, the one you just said before here also reminded me because the team I'm on now, I joined as like the first employee that they ever had, so
Mhm.
I could build it up to this thing that it's become now. But now it's this like kind of complex behemoth with like other managers involved, and it's not really like a thing that I control as I did in the start. But now I have this knowledge of like how to build these teams and how to like not just do my job, but build a whole team of people that are working together in a harmony to do coordinated research and stuff. So that, I don't know, that just really
It's speaking to
like
you.
it's just it's a different thing now that I intentionally joined to grow it into.
Mhm.
It's not really the job now that I had wanted when I started. It's grown naturally to something else. So I'm just thinking about that.
Okay. And then we have celebration in the third position. Outside influences. Accepting acknowledgement. Your good works have not gone unnoticed. You may soon be honored. Accept that acknowledgement with grace and give recognition to those who have contributed to your success.
Ooh, yeah. I should preemptively draft up a celebratory LinkedIn post.
There you go. An
And thank
acceptance
him like an Oscar
speech.
speech.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I should record a video.
You should. In a tux,
like to
in one of your
thank
tuxes, in your sparkle
My
tux.
mentors. Oh my
I'd
god.
like to thank my mentors. Then you have consequence in the fourth position. Inner dialogue, balancing the scales. You feel you have paid the price and now expect what is due you. Be patient and allow the universe to work on your behalf.
Yeah, when you're ruminating, just take a beat, and you've thought about this enough. And then
I know. Well, like, because you get all your materials together to, like, for the promotion process or whatever, and then your boss takes over and you don't get any more updates. So you're just sitting there being like,
did they like it?
I know you haven't talked about it in a while, but is there anything coming up? And then you learn, little bits and pieces of schedules along the way, and it's just hard to not obsess about these things.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, good reminder. Good reminder.
And now you are at sanctuary in your challenges position. Feeling separate. Lately, you may be feeling out of place or out of step. Conduct a self-inventory. It may be that it is time to move on and find more compatible surroundings or relationships. If this is not the case, identify the problem and restore harmony.
Ah, damn, that sounds like the thing I just said a minute ago, pretty much straith up. So, wow, yeah, that's, yeah. Wow.
You've got healing in the fifth, sixth position. CD. There we go. All right, in the insight position, making a choice. Your attitude plays a very big part in your physical and spiritual well-being. A new day is about to dawn. Make it sunny and bright.
So this healing and this celebration are really connected.
Yes. And then you've got journey in your meditation position. Knowing your limits. You will not know your limits until you have tested your mettle. And it's M-E-T-T-L-E, not M-E-A-T. It's M like metal. Isn't that just like meddling?
Yes.
Yeah.
So know your limits. You will not know your limits until you have tested your mettle.
So don't meddle too much?
Don't meddle too much. Because then you've gone your way too far.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
like
that's
like a watch.
That's a hard
That's too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Interesting.
I mean, but that's the thing, like, 'cause as long as I've been there, I'm like the puppet master for some certain things around my workplace, and I always think about, like, how can I make sure that that's gonna
where
turn
it
out well
goes.
for me?
Maybe you just need to step back and let the universe just let it happen.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens is what happens. You don't want it to meddle too far, because then people will think, oh, he forced it.
I mean, because it's been out of my control for like more than a month now. So me ruminating on it isn't getting me it's not doing anything at all for me or anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then we've got knowledge is in the resolution. Rewarding effort. Personal growth and acquisition of new skills requires effort on your part, but you will find there is a joy in learning that keeps your mind fresh and your heart alive.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's opening it up, and it's saying if you don't get it, that's fine, because you can still move on. You can still grow. You can take the knowledge that you've got and go from there. So just relax, take a deep breath, and let them come all over you. I mean, come all over you with your accolades and all the other stuff. I mean, not literally. You know what I'm talking about. It can be both, all of the above.
It could be a big celebration.
I
An
mean, if I get the promo,
explosive
I'm gonna wanna have
celebration.
some kind of party.
There you go. Watch out.
Party, party, party. Alright, so my deck is way more old school. Based on
I may have seen your show before.
Oh yes, so this is for the others, our new viewers.
This is for the
I
new
see,
viewers.
yes.
Yeah.
So based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck produced in 1911 in England. commissioned by the Order of the Golden Dawn.
Who is that?
That was a
Fraternal group? Or?
cult society.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
If you want to know more.
Okay. Order of the Eternal Dawn. I'm
Golden.
Golden
Golden.
Dawn.
Order of the Golden Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So tell me when to stop cutting the cards.
Stop, please. Thank you.
Ooh, very positive. We get the Sun card, which is, in the traditional deck, it's a baby on a horse. Oh my goodness. Goddesses are falling
Goddess
over.
is falling over.
So this is a time to kind of, what would be your sun at this point? What would be that thing that you could grab that could bring you joy?
Don't know right now. In the context of this question, I honestly am not sure.
So then what's the flip? What's something that doesn't bring you joy?
Laundry.
No, I don't mind the laundry. It's relaxing. No, I mean, I don't know. And again, going back to the question I had asked, I think the thing that's not really bringing me joy now is how the more senior I get, the more politics there's involved in how I need to operate and get things done. And then just as my team has grown from the 4 people when I joined to like the 65 that I said, everything is there's a lot of theater and posturing and office politics and just with anything that gets that complex. But that's the part that part doesn't help me like build a more interesting thing for the customers that I'm trying to do. It doesn't help my research be better necessarily. It's just going around and trying to convince people to do stuff. And that part is a necessary part, but it's not the part that I enjoy. It's the part I enjoy the least. It's the part that is not going. I mean, you can get better at that, but it's not something you're going to be like, wow, I was really good at office politics. Put that on a resume. I want to write that on my tombstone. I don't give a crap about that as much. It's just part of the biz. But yeah, that's the part that I think if I was working on something that was more like straightforward, like had a very clear, more clear mission or a more clear objective about what we were all rallying around to do is great. But when you walk into a meeting, it's like, we're going to increase customers by 15%. I'm like, that doesn't excite me to get up in the morning at all. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So it's an interesting time to start to think about what would give you that kind of happy feeling from within.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, we're getting all major arcana. Then we get the Strength card, which is often known for a woman hugging a lion, but previous to the lion, it was just a column. You could just hug a column for strength. So if you were going to really love yourself first in this process, does anything come to mind of what you might want?
I think something where I can exercise more mentorship again. I think developing the people around me is like super exciting, and I really liked doing that. And now I'm just doing more like writing documents and stuff. Like it's less about developing and growing the people around me, so we're all developing and growing together, I guess. And that's a piece that I miss a little bit. That was very fulfilling.
Yeah. So none of us should miss the self-love these days. Don't miss taking care of yourself, everyone. Okay, this is fascinating. You got all major arcana cards. The final one is Temperance, which is actually the card most associated with transgender identity. This idea that things are very fluid. It's usually an angel pouring water into water. So this has a very kind of fluid, magical, otherworldly place to it. What brings you that sense of alchemy or magic?
I think at the end of the day, like, I enjoyed building things that people get to use. I mean, professionally, the type of research I do is with customers in service of building a product or building some kind of service or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've worked on lots of things that are used every day by millions of people around the whole world, and it's super satisfying to know that even though it's really complex to figure out how to do that I know what value I can bring to anyone trying to do that. But it is part of a team effort, and I really enjoy that and finding my place and my benefit in that. And to me, that is always a very fluid situation to be in, where the thing that I'm doing that's helping everybody today might not be the thing that is going to help everybody the best tomorrow, but both today and tomorrow might be things that are well within my skill set to help people to do.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out and trying to be aware of that all the time, I think, is an exciting part, and a part that's benefited me greatly. Going back to like, what am I enjoying and what do I think I'm really doing right now that's helping? There are some things that I know how to do, but anybody else could be learning how to do, but no one's like volunteered to take on these tasks that I've just been doing forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I can shed some of that and get myself back to these like more adaptive, fluid situations, which is where I really excel, I think that might be, maybe it's transforming the job I have right now significantly. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that, but
Yeah, that's actually the fascinating thing of the temperance card, is that she's pouring water into water. She's just taking what she already has and putting it into a new container.
Yeah.
So when I painted this card, kind of my angel is Joni Mitchell, and I would say, if you're finding yourself stuck in a loop, like, listen to music that puts you in a magical place. Get out of your head.
That's such a good idea. I totally use music in my life like that. I'm a very mood-based music person, so yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So this rarely happens. You got all major arcana cards, which I think speaks to the gravity of this situation. But they're all really about, it goes happiness, self-love, magic. Like, seems like a good recipe.
That's good.
Yeah.
A very good reading.
Yeah, definitely. I've had going to a party and there's someone with tarot cards reading before, but I've never had an actual reading before like this, and anything like this. So this has been very, I feel really good right now, actually, based on all that, like extremely good. Not in a I'm totally going to get this promotion, but in a I feel good about, whatever the cards lie is fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel good about whatever will lay forward for me, and that I will be able to figure that out.
Yeah. That's why people have turned to tarot for 500 years at this point. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, but you've got the skills to kind of roll with it.
Yeah. I know the kind of person that I am is that I think about, my brain might know what the right thing to do is, but it's not until my heart aligns with what my brain is thinking that I actually act to do something, which also means on the flip side that if my heart isn't totally convinced, I could procrastinate forever about something. But this is one of those moments where I know that I need to wait for this situation just to play out. I just am getting really impatient about it, is probably really what it is. And if I just chill it out, then that will serve me the best. It's just to back down a little bit about the intensity of it, because there's really all the information that I'm going to get out of the situation I either already have or need to wait a little bit longer to get.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can really do right now to better prepare myself for whatever the next thing is, especially in such a short time frame of maybe a few weeks or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. By February, March, you'll know. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
And you could be on the top of the world, or you could be looking for another option. Either way.
Or both.
Or both.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or both.
You get to decide.
Well, thank you for letting us call and being our second
victim. Thank you very much. Is it, I know at the beginning of all your episodes you talk about what the season is. What's the season right now?
So we're in Aquarius season, but I did a wood snake, because we just transitioned to the Chinese New Year of the wood snake. So I talked about that.
And show
Gotcha.
the new cards that you
Yeah.
you got
So, but Aquariuses are big energy.
Cool.
Everyone that you can think of that like fills a room when they walk in, that's Aquarius energy. So if you're having big thoughts, big dreams, gonna make that happen. This is my next thing. Like, that's Aquarius energy.
Got it. Thanks.
I raised one, so I've survived Aquarius energy. All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and your reading.
And
We'll
thank
see
you
you.
for letting us borrow your husband.
Yes. We couldn't really do this, whatever this is.
That's right. Without him.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Oh. Bye, Rebecca.
Bye. So I just want to pull a card for the world right now.
Yeah.
Final remarks, yeah.
Yeah. Any final remarks? Eight of Spirals. I think I've said this already, that this is my Nancy Pelosi card. So being an apprentice, being a learner, I can't say this enough, but my overwhelming sense every morning is walk into this day open-hearted. Even though there's no reason to do that, it's all the more reason to do it. There's no, the more closed off we get to our neighbors, to our community, the worse things are going to get. The more open you can be and take that extra step to help someone step in when you see a need, that's what's going to get us through this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in
Thank you.
to us once this month. It's been lovely, and we will see you next month. Check us out on, for me, at stayformore.com, and you can follow me on the Faceplace, the TikTokies, for a while.
For a while.
And then Instagrams, Stay for More, Sylvia O'Stay on all handles, and then Sylvia O'Stay on Blue Sky also now.
Yeah, and I am Artext on the Instagram, the Blue Sky, and the Etsy. I'm mailing out 30 decks. I just got a shipment of 100 and a 30 are going back out. So if you like this deck, you can procure it. And coming up, I've got a hot menopause and mental health training that'll be happening at Cascadia Trainings. I think it's like March 7th, whatever that first Friday is. Or maybe 2nd. I don't know. Come see me. Learn about menopause. It's really, we cover everything.
Very cool. And we hope to see you all out. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, everybody take care. Be safe. Don't get stuck on the pass.
Drive safe.
Know how to use
don't
your
get
chains.
stuck on this. Yeah.
Bye. We love you. Be good to yourself and your friends.